morning, my amazing things. Welcome back, or welcome to the Cavern of Secrets. I'm Kasara, the host of this channel. To the new subscribers, thank you so much for your support. Welcome to the Fangdom. Since it is the first day of Pride Month, well, second day of Pride Month, excuse me, I decided to share something personal with all of you. My coming out story. I figured with the current events going on around the world targeting the LGBTQ plus community, hearing this might be beneficial to some who might be struggling with their sexuality, or maybe it'll help you understand somebody who is part of the LGBTQ plus community. And hearing my story maybe will give you some understanding. From my earliest years that I can remember, anyways, I fought against my mother's gender norms that she pushed. She always wanted me to wear dresses, everything pink, and play with dolls. Meanwhile, I just wanted to climb trees, play in the woods, hang around the boys, just let loose, have fun, be a kid. Needless to say, we clashed a lot when I was growing up. I had my first kiss when I was 6 from my neighbor. She lived right next door, literally, right next door. We were playing in the leaves. My mom caught us, and she forbade me from hanging out with her. Not that easy when you're living right next to each other. You're going to run into each other. After we moved to a new town, I was bullied terribly because I was new and different from my female peers. I never realized it until they asked me which boy band I liked and which member. I honestly made up a name, and I didn't know the name I gave wasn't someone in the group. I was immediately made fun of for that. Not normal, apparently. I did start listening to the boy bands just so I could blend in a little bit. Yeah. I honestly preferred the female singers of the 90s. Christina Aguilera, had a huge crush on her. Britney Spears, Whitney Houston, Madonna, Mariah Carey. Yeah, I know they were from the 80s, but I was too young and came too late. And I'm not talking about Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears. I'm talking about Madonna, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, and Janet Jackson. I was born in 88, so really I grew up in the 90s. Yeah. I remember my mother sent me to school wearing a dress my first day of 3rd grade at the new school. Picture day, so obvious. You have to look pretty for picture day. Understandable, I get that. Well, I was outside during recess playing with another girl who gave me a piggyback ride. We were playing horse or something. I don't know what the hell we were doing. Well, she tripped. I fell, scuffed my knee. Yeah, that was when I didn't wear dresses anymore, which was great for me because not the easiest to climb a tree in. Let's just say that. And yeah, I tried. I tried. Yeah. My second kiss came from a girl in middle school. I believe it was 4th grade. We were supposed to do a school project together, so I was going to sleep over for the weekend. After we ate dinner, we went into her room to get me situated when she kissed me. Her mom walked in and started screaming at me in Spanish. I was immediately kicked out of their house and had to wait outside for my parents to come get me. I never saw her again. And what's so funny about these is Dad never knew. Dad never knew any of this. Mom told him that I was homesick. I also was never allowed to have sleepovers or go over to girls' houses for sleepovers. Not allowed. And I think that's because Mom knew and feared that something would happen and that she would get called. Probably. Would not surprise me. Uh, so, yeah. Middle school taught me what I never knew. Liking girls wasn't okay. Well, that's what I thought at the time, anyways. I heard all kinds of hateful things about gays, lesbians, trans, drag queens, and everything in between. It terrified me that I was different. By high school, I tried to hide those urges and attractions. However, because I never had a boyfriend, but hung out with boys and some girls, but mostly guys, rumors spread that I was gay. Girls in my shop would avoid me and whisper horrible things about me behind my back that, of course, I heard. I got things thrown at me when teachers weren't looking, just not a very good experience. I remember when in senior year we found out two girls in another shop that was close to mine. They were possibly bisexual. They were best friends, and when the news came out, everyone kind of avoided them. I remember when one of them slapped my ass, and I blushed and looked around for who did it, and she went running by. I smiled when I saw that it was her because I actually had a crush on her. That feeling didn't last long. I felt ashamed for feeling that way. Around this time, I also made a new friend who was bisexual. She had a boyfriend and a girlfriend, although her girlfriend and her broke up. And she liked me. Never once stopped to show me that every day I saw her. She would try to kiss me and push all of my buttons, touch me, get really close to me. She downright terrified me. I constantly told her I wasn't gay or whatever she thought I was, but she always told me I was full of it. She said she caught me checking her out and other girls. I, of course, denied it. She never stopped until I tried to get help from my friends to get her to stop because she just wouldn't leave me alone and get the hint. And what also didn't help the rumors, the gay rumors in my trade, was the fact that one of my classmates in my trade tickled me, hugged me, always had her hands on me, and that just made the rumors worse. And I constantly made fun of her, and I feel terrible for it now. And part of me regrets not taking the new friend I made senior year up on her offer. Because I wonder if I would have accepted my sexuality sooner if I had just given her a shot. Instead, because I was sick of the rumors, I was sick of how I was being treated, I tried to find a guy to date. And let me tell you, not the best decision I ever made. The first guy I asked led me on for a week and then told me he had a girlfriend. The second became my first boyfriend. I knew him in middle school. And that relationship was so toxic and controlling. And my friends were very unhelpful. They told me it was sweet that he wrote me multiple times during the day and normal for him to get angry because I hung out with guys. Rumors also began to spread again about me. This time, I became the school promiscuous one, say, because I had a boyfriend and hung out with guys. Kids are assholes. Hate to say that. And it's not even just kids. It's not even their fault. It's their screwed up parents that teach them this shit. After high school, I got into role-playing online. I had numerous pictures of gothic women everywhere. That actually hasn't changed. My computer backgrounds are full of gothic women and nerdy stuff. And some promiscuous. And skinnily clad. My husband, when we first started dating, noticed this and didn't really bring it up until we were out in public and I checked out a young woman. That's when he asked, and I blushed and said no. But here we are. 13 years later. I've been with my husband for 13 years. 5 years we've been married. Wow. Time really flies. I do like men. I love my husband very much, and I do find him attractive, along with some celebrity men. Oh, yes. But I also like women. It's been a long, hard journey to accept myself and my sexuality. I'm still learning about it at the age of 35, 36. I don't know what the hell my age is anymore. I'm at that age. Who gives a fuck? We all get older and we just get to that point where who gives a crap? I don't feel it. I still feel like I'm in my 20s. So, there we are. My body, however, no. My body feels like it's freaking 92. We're not getting into that. It's not easy, and it's not a choice. I wasn't around gay people growing up. I never saw them. I didn't see them on TV or out in public. My parents are straight, and most of my peers were growing up. My aunts and uncles are straight, along with my cousins. So seeing gay people or drag queens or even transgender individuals are not going to make someone LGBTQ+. I'm so upset that we are banning books, shows, movies, pride parades, and drag queens all because people think it will turn their children. It won't do that. Instead, it's going to teach children to fear them and not understand, especially if they feel the way I did. They're going to feel ashamed of their sexuality or gender. Drag queens and having us in the media shows kids it's okay and acceptable to be yourself. Be you. And it shouldn't be wrong to love the skin you're in. I wish I saw gay people in the media growing up. Something to show me that I wasn't weird or wrong for my feelings. Instead, I was taught to fear the LGBTQ+, and that my feelings weren't right. I remember in high school asking my mother about bisexuality because that's what seemed right at the time. And she told me that bisexuals weren't real. They were just created for a man's fantasy. My friends told me that they weren't real either. They were just confused individuals. It's either one or the other, not both. Well, that's wrong and damaging to someone confused about who they are. I've learned that pansexual seems a better fit because I do find all individuals attractive, non-binary, gender fluids, trans. I actually met a trans individual in real life. They were 18 and going through the transition. They explained how their parents always knew when I asked a very hard question to them. I wanted to know if they thought our society's cookie-cutter gender norms contributed to their feelings, and they said yes. Girls and boys are cut down the middle, and I honestly hate that. I enjoyed Batman, Spider-Man, the Incredible Hulk, Thundercats, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, along with Power Rangers. But I never got any of the toys for those shows. Instead, I just got Barbie dolls and baby dolls, which are really creepy. I used to just bury them in my toy box because they scared me so much. Not the Barbie dolls. I loved dinosaurs as a kid. My dad bought me those. He didn't care. One funny thing to mention is I never had my Barbies in a straight relationship. They were all gay. Even Ken. Yep. My aunts found that weird. Dad just shrugged it off as who cares, she's playing, never thought anything of it. He actually never knew about my sexuality. Even though we spent the most time together. And he saw my MySpace page filled with gothic women. Beautiful gothic women. And never thought anything of it. Never talked about guys or boys or had crushes on boys or any of that. He just figured it would happen when it happened. My dad actually embraced my interests and tried to get my mother's approval of my interests. I remember my bedroom in the new town that we moved to. I wanted it blue or purple. I think it was purple. I wanted it dark purple or a lightish purple. Mom said no. She wanted it pink. Ugh. God, no. But I had to compromise with that one. And we ended up painting my room a purple-pink mix. When the sun came up, my room was pink. Ugh, that color still haunts me. When the sun went down, my room turned purple, which was beautiful. I loved it. So that was my compromise. She hated that I liked Power Rangers and all the boy shows, as she called them. My dad was also the one who introduced me to video games, and I've loved them ever since. I have so many fond memories. It was a thing that separated me big time from my female peers growing up, along with my interest in metal music. Yeah, he introduced me to that one too. And its only problem, well, I shouldn't say that. My love for metal has just blown up. I love J-rock and uh, a lot of different types of metal. Hardcore, metalcore, uh, symphonic metal, and a lot of other types that just are all mixed in. Uh, and my interest got me bullied growing up. People honestly asked if I was a boy or thought I was a boy. Nope. I'm a woman and I'm comfortable in my birth gender. However, it does cause problems when you don't fit the cookie cutter. I never did growing up, so I was ostracized a lot. But it's just who I am. To those of you who are scared, confused, or ashamed, you'll get there eventually. It takes time and a shitload of courage. I know it's tough for the LGBTQ plus youth, always has been. Parents throw their kids out or abuse them for being different as though that will make them fit the cookie cutter mold. I feel for the youth and those that have been ostracized by their peers and family. I kind of know what it's like. My aunts and uncles never cared about me. I was shunned at a young age. My mom actually neglected me from the age 3 or 4 because I didn't fit what she wanted me or what she thought I should be like. Some of my aunts who couldn't have children used me as a temporary surrogate child when my sister wasn't available to use. Others felt obligated to spend time with me. In my teens, I barely saw or heard from my mother's side of the family. Now that I'm an adult, I never hear from them at all. That includes my mother. I barely hear from her. After my parents finally divorced, we don't talk, and I'm okay with that, though. We were never close to begin with. She is actually quite abusive, and I never realized it until I hit my adult years. She was never physically abusive, but she was verbally abusive, and I would say psychologically. Some things that she said were very damaging to me growing up, and some things that she said to my dad was damaging too. I grew up in a very toxic home life household. And because of the abuse that I got from my peers and hearing the fighting at home, I didn't want to live when I was young, and that's not healthy for a child to feel that way. And it's hard. If you or someone you know feels like that, have them call the suicide helpline. I wish I knew about the Trevor Project growing up. I think they would have been a big help. I'm glad that the teens today have that. And even regular people who are still confused or struggling with their sexuality. There are those in this world who will love you for you. It was hard for me to learn that. My husband, my dad, and my sister are my biggest supporters, and I'm very lucky to have them. My mother-in-law doesn't know, and I don't think I would ever come out to her. She doesn't understand why people tell the world about their sexualities or their preferred pronouns because she doesn't care. I get that straight people don't feel the need to scream they're straight. However, that's because it's okay to be straight. It's not okay to be LGBTQ+. People seem to think that if kids see it, they'll become it, and they have to discuss sex with their children. If a kid can see Disney films where the princesses kiss the prince, or princes, I should say, and parents don't have to discuss sex, what is the difference if a kid sees two men kissing? It's fucked up, to be honest. And to me, that just screams that they think that it's a fetish. It's not. Drag shows typically are where liquor is sold, so I don't understand why children would be there. So banning drag shows doesn't make sense to me at all. The drag queens doing readings were never wearing anything revealing, so what is the big issue? To me, they are no different than going to Disney World and seeing the characters in costume, or hiring a clown at a birthday party. Because drag queens are... God, they're amazing. I just started watching RuPaul, so... Yes. I think they are so amazing, and how much work they put into their characters is amazing. I have so much respect for them. I wish people could just be themselves and not fit the stupid cookie cutter. The cookie cutter is so boring and smothering. Let kids be kids and find out who they are for themselves instead of us forcing them into a gender-specific mold. I wish we could just do that. Let our daughters like Thundercats and superheroes and Star Wars. Let our boys like being pretty. I don't understand why that's so wrong. We're fine with girls having short hair. Wearing pants. See, back in the day, that was not okay. It's not okay. Both of those were wrong back in the day. Today, it's normal. But boys cannot wear dresses, high heels, look pretty. They're not supposed to wear makeup. Even though I'm going to tell you, some of the guys, when they wear makeup, damn. I follow some guys that do makeup, and holy shit, they would put me to shame. They have so much talent, and they look gorgeous. The guy looked like that? Damn. Just saying. And I'm going to say, you know, guys can wear eyeliner. I actually find it attractive. Nail polish, I mean, why not? You know, I don't see what the big deal is. And you know what's so funny? The 80s, David Bowie, love Bowie. As some of you know, love Bowie. He wore makeup and he looked gorgeous. Freddie Mercury wore makeup and he looked gorgeous. Kiss had makeup on, no one batted an eye. What the hell is up with our society today? Why are we going backwards? I just don't get it. Let me know what you think of what's going on in the comments below. Let me know if you want to share your coming out story. Go for it. You know, if you need someone to talk to, I'm here for you. I will try to help you as best as I possibly can. Or if you just need someone to listen, I'm here. I will do it. And honestly, just be you. Love yourself. Fuck the haters. Screw the society norms. I hate them so much. They fucked me up. They really did. And don't be afraid to be you. And try new things. And let me know what your experiences were growing up. You can even talk about what's going on right now. Anything is fine. Happy Pride Month. I'm going to be doing all kinds of Pride stuff this month. I also am an LGBTQ plus writer. I always have a gay character in my books. And my vampire series, which I'm hoping to start after the book I'm working on right now, my main characters are LGBT. They're either bi, lesbian, gay. So yeah, I started writing my vampire novels when I was in high school, as a way to express myself, get my feelings out. That's why my main characters are so personal for me. Each one is a part of me. They all represent a part of my life that I've been through. Some exaggerated, a little bit. But yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so sorry for this being kind of long. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Later tonight, I will be playing Kenna. I do have Diablo 4, and I'm very excited to play it. So that is probably going to be next Friday's game. I don't want to play it Tuesday because I'm aiming to beat Tiny Tina. Want to beat that damn game. So we can move on to other games because I have a shitload. I know I need to go back to Metro Exodus. I do know that. I know I was stuck on that level, but I will return and hopefully beat it. So stay tuned for tonight if you can't wait for the upcoming videos. Click that bell icon to never miss a video. And Tuesday, of course, we're going back to 19. Oh, hell yes. And I think that's everything right now. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. It's hot as hell. I miss the 70-degree weather. I'm gonna say that right now. I miss that weather. Take care until next time. Bye, everyone.